I have a strong belief that the power of listening inwardly and the power of listening outwardly to others is one of the most important skills we can ever develop in our lives. You know, we have twice as much brain nerve endings for listening as we do for speaking. And it's interesting that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So even externally on the physical part of our body, there's this reminder that listening is really important in every area of life. So the story I'm going to tell you today is about something that happened to me not too long ago. I live out on the outskirts of Scottsdale in the mountains. And I live near a nature preserve, which is about 24,000 acres. We have lots and lots of wildlife here, and an enormous number of rattlesnakes come up on my property and are in the area. I see them all the time. I was headed out my door one morning, probably about 7 in the morning. It was still cool. And as I opened my door and walked onto my porch, I heard a voice inside my head say, "Watch out for rattlesnakes." Now, it wasn't just a normal caution. It was as though I was being given a warning, sort of like a real clear, hey, listen to this sort of message. So I took note of it because it was stronger than normal. It was very short, very brief. And then I stepped off my porch and headed around the side of my house to check something out that I wanted to go do. It took me about a minute to get where I was going to go into the yard. It's a big yard. And at the base of this tree, I was going to fix a sprinkler head which was gushing water. And as I got about 5 feet from the sprinkler head, I looked down as I was walking, being mindful as I was going along, and there was a rattlesnake coiled up about the size of a medium-sized or large grapefruit. It was coiled in a real tight little coil, waiting for any of the rabbits or birds or pack rats or mice that might come to try to get a drink of water from this little leak. So it was kind of waiting there stealthily, covered up by some branches. It was right where I was going to step. So I stopped about 3 feet or 4 feet from the rattlesnake, which didn't move because there were some birds hopping about. And I just looked down at it quietly, and I thought about this message that had been given to me 60 to 45 seconds before. And I was aware in that moment how grateful I am for listening, the power of listening inwardly, and how important this is to our lives for hundreds of reasons, certainly for our protection in this case, for my protection. So what I'd like you to do is recall a time when you listened to those voices of guidance from within yourself that warned you or encouraged you or asked you to question before acting. And notice in that memory that that is a really important skill. We all need that. And when we listen to those, it helps us live with more health and happiness and joy and well-being. It helps us to follow our conscience and our sort of our higher self or our inner wisdom and live in a way that we're happy and more proud of ourselves and more joyful and feel more integrity with our values. So when you're having those moments, when you have this little voice speak to you, I would encourage you from here forth to listen to that voice, to pay attention to that voice. What is it trying to tell you? What is the blessing it's trying to give you or the lesson it's trying to help you to learn in this moment? And you can also ask for that guidance too. You can deliberately say, what do I need to learn today? Or, if you're going through a tough situation, what does this situation teach me that I need to learn to grow, to heal, and to mature through this challenge I'm facing? So that's the message I have for you today. It's to listen inwardly, listen to those voices that come to help guide you and support you, and to help you be protected and healed and mature. And I hope this has really been helpful to you. I'm really grateful you're listening to this and joining me on this little video today. Thanks so much. I wish you well. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.